What's up, guys? Your boy L checking. I know it's been a minute and a lot of you guys are probably thinking, where in the world have you been out checking? Well, look, guys, first and foremost, I just want to thank you guys, everybody who's been reaching out, asking, what's going on with the channel, wanting to update, and here it is. So, to be honest, guys, I've been doing what I do best. I've been traveling, man. I've been traveling, but I haven't been recording. And we'll get into the reasons for that a little later, but definitely I've been on the road, guys. I've been to 4 countries this year so far, or 5. No, 4 countries. I've been to Aruba, guys. Had an amazing time in Aruba, my first time there. I went with my traveling partner. You guys know her. We had a great time. I'm playing some footage right here, I'm sure, while you guys check that out. I went there in the beginning of February. Amazing, guys. I really wanted to record for you guys, but like I said, we'll get into it later. I needed some time to, process and check everything out and do what we do. I also went to Angola, guys. I went back to Angola. Angola is now one of my top 2 or 3 favorite countries. I'm still juggling them, but Angola is an amazing country, and I ain't gonna lie, guys, I'm gatekeeping Angola. I just had an amazing time, and like I said, I put some footage up here for you guys so you guys can check that out. And man, I'll just say I'll be back. 3 guys, I was in Ethiopia. After Angola, I went to Ethiopia, stayed out there for a couple weeks. Crazy, guys. Amazing country. So much stuff I learned again, guys. I felt horrible not recording for you guys because I know I learned so much. I mean, Ethiopia is the type of place where you go and everything I thought was wrong and right at the same time. When you travel as much as I've traveled, guys, it's hard to be culture shocked, but Ethiopia was a place that I was, in fact, hit with some culture shock. And amazing country. And last but not least, guys, I went to the Bahamas. I went on a Carnival cruise. Last year, guys, I did not put the footage up. Do not kill me. I went on 2 cruises last year. I went on a Royal Caribbean cruise and a Disney cruise. You guys know anything about cruises, Disney is top tier, crazy. And what I want to do, guys, was bring you guys 3, like basically a comparison of all 3, because now I've been on Royal, Carnival, and Disney. So yeah, guys, that's just been what I've been up to the first 3-4 months of this year. So let's get into what you guys came here for, what you guys want to know about, what's going on with YouTube. So guys, to be honest, and you guys probably guessed by the title, YouTube is going to be a thing of the past for me at this moment. Man, I can't thank you guys enough for rocking with me, being along with me for this journey. It's been an amazing, a lot of guys don't realize, a lot of you guys don't realize, I've only been on YouTube for 2 years. And in 2 years, we've done so much and we've come so far, guys. So it's difficult to make this video. And like I said, man, every time I'm traveling, it's hard to go out there and not record for you guys. But I think at this time, it's best that I put the camera down and, focus on some other things, because YouTube is has slowly become less of a priority in my day-to-day. But guys, thank you for everything. Like I said, we got over 3 million views. I did not come up in the pre-COVID era. So a lot of you YouTubers you watch, and a lot of guys you compare me to, and a lot of the people you mentioned me in the same name of them as them, they came up like before the COVID era, where views was out of this world, subscribers counts were going up like crazy. So guys, just for you to kind of mention me and hold me into those ranks has always been something that I've been really thankful for. So again, thank you guys for everything. Almost 20,000 subscribers, man. I swear to you guys, when I said I'm not a YouTuber, that wasn't a gimmick, that wasn't a game, that wasn't a joke. I was serious. When I got on YouTube, I was not thinking about getting 20,000 subscribers. You could ask one of my co-workers at the time. When I told him I was getting on YouTube, I told him probably in a year I want 1,000. Like a year and a half, I want 1,000 subscribers. And here we are, 2 years in, and man, I mean, almost 20,000 is crazy. So again, guys, thank you for everything. All right, guys, so how we gonna do this is how I do most of my videos. I'm gonna do the top 5 reasons. That's just the easiest way to organize my thoughts. And one of the reasons why this video took so long is because I wanted to hit all the points and not forget anything. So I thought, let me just do a top 5, because that's what I'm used to, and that's what you guys are used to from me. So let's get into it. All right, guys. So reason number 1, let's get into this. A lot of you guys don't realize this. When I say that slogan, like, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm just a dude on YouTube, that wasn't something that I made up like off the fly. That was really my thoughts when I was doing YouTube, or almost a declaration, a hint for you guys that this wasn't gonna be long term. This was something that kind of spiraled out of control and got out of my hands a little bit, and grew into something that like I said, I wasn't expecting. So the time commitment was something that I really did not think, or I did not plan to do so long, because man, YouTube is just such an intense job, from the editing, the recording, the marketing, all of that's like that. You gotta make thumbnails and come up with creative ideas, and it's really a job that never stops. Like, even when you're about to go to sleep, you're always on. You're always thinking, like, what's the next video I'm gonna make? What's the next place I'm gonna visit? So the time commitment got kind of crazy, and a lot of you guys don't know, I actually have a full-time job. So YouTube has always been something that's, like I said, when you guys compare me to other YouTubers that really are full-time YouTubers, like they wake up every day and they just do YouTube, or they just record. I have a full-time job, and not like a joke job. I have a serious job. It's something that was a hobby for me, something that I was doing because I literally love to travel, and we'll get in more into the reasons in the next point. But something that I was doing straight as a passion project. And just for you guys to know, like, my day usually starts at like 6 a.m. I get my first workout in. I go to work for 10 hours, 9-10 hours. After work, I get my second workout in. After that, I'm studying either Spanish or Portuguese. You guys probably know I'm studying. I speak one language. I speak Spanish pretty good, but I'm trying to learn Portuguese as well. So when I picked Portuguese up, that's where the problem started. And if you guys didn't pick it up, I didn't mention anything about editing or recording or anything. So everything I'm doing as far as YouTube was having to fit in the smallest of crevices, like 30 minutes here. Weekends mostly was where I was getting a lot of stuff done, and figuring out how to, like, literally juggle these hobbies, because at the end of the day, learning another language is really a passion project too. So it was just getting really intense when I started becoming serious about Portuguese, and I think that's the one that took me over the edge, where I was like, I don't know how much longer I could do this. So yeah, guys, so that's reason number 1, where I'm like, I don't think that it's going to be feasible for me to be able to continue to do YouTube videos, because at this point, the time commitment was just getting extremely out of hand. And it's something like, I basically had to choose which of these things I'm going to let go of. And I love learning languages. I love traveling, and the recording part of it is just something I always picked up as a side hustle, and I always knew it wasn't going to be long term. So that's kind of the thing that kind of got deprioritized. And that feeds over to point number 2, guys. So the point number 2 is accomplishing goals and purpose. So I'm sure you guys have heard before, to be on YouTube, you have to be committed. It's not anything that you want to do half-heartedly. Your heart got to be in it. You got to have a drive for it. So when I first started YouTube, I started YouTube because I seen that there was such a limited scope being put on black people in the travel space, especially like black men traveling. And the thumbnails told the whole story. And every time I looked up different countries, different places I wanted to go, the first 15, 20 videos was all the same thing. And I get it. That's a part of it. That's a part a lot of people are interested in. But I didn't see any balance there. So when I got on YouTube, I said, look, I want to start up my YouTube, and I want to go to places and show people a different side of these countries, because I was living, like I said, I was living in DR, and I found it so interesting and cool, the different lifestyle that I was living, from just the craziest things, man, the blackouts that was happening. Actually, like, if you guys watch my videos, actually seeing kids like playing outside, like seeing the network, the family network, like you know, my ex-girlfriend at the time, like living 2 blocks from her mom's crib. Her grandma living in another block down, and when one of them didn't have food, the other person would cook, and you know, just that network. And I said, man, this is dope. Like, I want to show people another side, because when I was going to DR, I was just seeing the beaches and in the tourist areas and stuff like that. So when I got on YouTube, I was like, all right, man, you know, that's really what I wanted to do. And yeah, I kind of took it from there. And when I got on there, I started doing these videos that really interested me, showing people the other side, showing people, you know, how much color these countries had as far as the diversity. I never seen that before on YouTube, as much as, you know, as I wanted to see it. And that's how we got videos like the Cali Festival, you know, the biggest Afro Latino festival in the world. We got that, videos like that. When I did that series, that was something that was like a passion project. Like, that was the Colombia that I wanted to show. When we got the stories about Salvador, out there in Bahia and in Brazil, that was another story that I wanted to share. Like, those was the reasons why I really wanted to get on YouTube. And of course, while during my travels, I wanted to show guys, you know, the other side of traveling too. It is about having fun. It is about showing people new places. But like I said, I wasn't seeing that to the capacity that I thought that we could have it out there. I was just seeing a lot of stuff that wasn't showing us in the best light. And of course, I mean, I'm not perfect. Some of my material may slip into that category as well. But at a certain point, I felt like I I put out a lot of the videos and a lot of the messages that I already wanted to do. So I felt in my heart, you know, once my sourdough piece was done, like the most recent one, series of Africa, when I showed the other side of Africa, different countries of Africa. And once I put those type of videos out, I really felt like, I guess you could say like a lack of drive, but lack of motivation, because all of the big projects that I wanted to do and the big messages I wanted to do, I got out. So, you know, that's kind of that kind of was the beginning of like really another part of the beginning of me really starting to slow down on putting the videos out. All right, guys, reason number 3, man. Reason number 3, the algorithm, the big bad scary algorithm, the biggest culprit, the biggest suspect in this thing. I know all YouTubers talk about it. The algorithm is against me. I'm being blackballed. I'm being what's the other? I'm being shadow banned. So yeah, guys, the algorithm is a real thing. And you know, at first it was something that I really didn't care about, that I didn't pay too much attention to, because I knew coming in after the first, like, when you get on YouTube, you know, after the first couple months, what videos are being pushed out and what ones aren't being pushed out. So after a couple months, I already seen like anything that involved dating or a female in the thumbnail, or anything controversial, anything anything like that that was, I almost want to say more like, yeah, just more controversial or more on the negative side of media. Those things blow up crazy. And the algorithm knows that, and that's what it wants, right? Because YouTube is a business at the end of the day, and they want people on their website as much as humanly possible. So if they could get somebody on YouTube 24 hours of the day, out of 24 hours, that's what they want. And at first, yeah, I was just working through the algorithm. I was just, you know, not complaining to you guys. I don't think I complained to you guys or anything, because I understand the business. I understand, you know, negativity sells, unfortunately, in the society we live in. But it does get exhausting, guys. Especially, like I said, the work I'm trying to do. A lot of the work I was trying to do, you know, telling stories about the slavery and a lot of these Latin American countries, that those things just weren't getting pushed. And those were, like I said, those were the projects that really meant the most to me. And they weren't getting pushed the way I wanted to do. And at the end of the day, those was the videos that I was getting the worst comments on, and you know, the algorithm picks all of that stuff up. So it's like, it's discouraging when you're making projects, and the ones that are kind of like just the fun ones, the throwaway ones, you know, Panama party nightlife stuff like that. Those are getting 30 grand. Those are getting the 40 grand views or whatever. And the really important ones that you want to get across, those are not connecting the way you want to do it. So it almost comes down to it almost comes to the point where it's like you are you more the solution or more the problem? So, you know, that was kind of the idea there of like, I'm fighting the algorithm, and it's not, guys. I'm not making this up. Like I could just show you. Let me show you guys this right here. I'm gonna put the screenshot up or the video up. You can see this is literally what YouTube's actually need. Like they put up this, and this kind of showed their hand. They put up this like suggestion on almost tab on the YouTube editor page or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but they put up like this little tab where it says like use this so we can suggest you your next videos, and it was stuff like everything was like mixy, like just that side of YouTube that we already have a trillion videos like that, like just Latin nightlife, Latin women in Latin America, all that stuff, and it was like, really, bro? Like this is what I have to post to get a push. Like this is what I gotta post to get my videos in front of people. And like I said, when you're not, and this is not me trying to talk down on any other YouTuber who make those videos. Like I said, I'm extremely fortunate. I'm extremely fortunate to be able to have a job and YouTube to be like a side thing I do. Because I didn't get it before, but now that I'm on YouTube or was on YouTube, I get it. Like if this is your only way to make money, oh, you have no choice. And we'll get into the money fact later, but if you don't have nothing else and this is the only way you're gonna get money, oh yeah, you're gonna put the thumbnail with the Photoshop with a trillion Photoshop people in it. You're gonna do the most controversial stuff, and at the end of the day, I'm like, I mean, I get it. Like you almost push into that direction, or you'll be deemed as not successful. And worst of all, if you don't have no money, traveling is not cheap for any of these YouTubers. So if you're not making a certain amount of money to sustain that, it's lights out. Like the business is down. Like it's over. Ship is going down, man. It's gonna be a Titanic. So I definitely understand now those YouTubers who do that type of content, like just strictly based on that world. So it is what it is on that aspect. But as far as like compromising morals and making that type of videos or making out and you guys know how I feel about that, making that the center of the page, it wasn't worth it to me to do that. And at that point, I'm just gonna step away from it instead of like trying to adjust and follow the algorithm to no avail. So that was kind of my idea on that. And yeah, and that brings me into point number 4, which is like the travel section niche of YouTube. So when you're a travel YouTuber, it's a weird niche for a couple reasons. One, it's not high up on a monetization scale. Like if we start talking about money, it's not high up on a monetization scale. The ad revenue, like the RPMs, like all that stuff is very low because travel YouTubers, unfortunately, so many have put out the type of videos that are full of things that YouTube doesn't really endorse. That YouTube, once they see this type of content, they're automatically putting you into a box, and that box is the box of themes that just don't get high click rates, like rates per click. So guys, it's not the greatest. Like for example, like I think money is like the highest category on that list. Like, so every click on advertisement, you get like a good amount, maybe like whatever, 50 cents or whatever, or 40 cents or whatever. But on the opposite end of the spectrum is travel type content, especially when it's dealing with straight freelance solo travel stuff like that. Yeah, you're not gonna get the best rate. So you're dealing with that one too. The travel section is really based on the destination and not the person. So this is a interesting category where, like, let's say somebody may be following the Chicago drill movement, right? Whatever, YouTuber out there, they'll consistently get like the same amount of views. Like they'll consistently get 50, 50, 50, 50, 40, 40, 40. Like because traveling is destination based, you'll see a lot of YouTubers who have high views and then they'll drop once the person changes their destination, or high views because of the time of year, maybe in Brazil for Carnival. A lot of people interested in that. Once Carnival over, you may see the number drop. So, and I'll give you an example right here. So one of my favorite YouTubers, you could see the numbers fluctuate. It's like just such a volatile section of YouTube where there's just no consistency because people watch a lot of the time for the destination. So you may love me, but if I go to a place that you don't love, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna cut my views down. Or I may gain a lot of followers when I go somewhere new. I may go to, for example, I may go to Pakistan or wherever, Afghanistan. My views and followers may shoot to the roof because I'm getting pushed out in Afghanistan to the people there. It's interesting to them. So YouTube is catching on that. Oh, look, he's putting out great material. He's getting new subscribers. But it's not because of that. It's because I'm in a new place, attracting new subscribers from that place. Once I leave Afghanistan and go to Italy, all of those views will come down again. So now I'm back at a base level 2, 3, 4K again, and I may go back to another Arabic my bad guys, I'm tired. Arabic speaking country, and my views will shoot back up. It's extremely hard, basically, guys, what I'm saying, to keep stability in this space, which again is when you're on YouTube and you're doing it, like I said, as a side hustle, and you're doing it with certain goals in mind. It's just hard to just keep the consistency up and keep that pace that you want to keep on when your views fluctuate up and down. It just makes it in a way not worthwhile to continue to do it. Trying to think what else, guys. I think what was that? So we got time constraints, we got accomplished goals, we got what was 3? Algorithm, we got the niche. That's 4. And I guess, guys, I'll just end off for number 5, guys. So when I got on YouTube, man, look, I knew I was already peeping the YouTube game, just watching a couple of, I guess you could call them the OGs, and what they were doing, and it clicked in my mind that, and I was already traveling, so I kind of knew this, but it clicked in my mind as I've seen these YouTubers going into their 40s, upper 30s, 40s, mid 45 or whatever. YouTube could be extremely dangerous if you don't know how to mature and you don't know how to grow with YouTube and allow your page to grow with you. So I kind of knew once I got on YouTube, this wasn't going to be a forever thing, especially the way I was doing it as far as like solo traveling. Like I kind of put it in the context, like, you know, I do this, but one day I do plan on getting married and having kids, and then maybe possibly turning the channel into like a family channel if they was with that. And then we'll go on like cruises together, and we'll travel together, and it'll be more like another channel, like Outdoor Boys. It'll be more of that. It'll be more inclusive, so I can grow with the channel, you know, so I don't become stagnant in this world of like unlimited traveling, and never having any stability or growing up really from just traveling and repeating a cycle. It can become a vicious cycle if you let it, basically, is what I'm saying. So as I seen these guys, I said, I don't even know if they know this, you know, YouTube can keep you from going to another level in your personal life if you just stay stagnant and you just keep jumping from country to country and meeting these people and do it again and do it again. So that was one trap that I didn't want to fall into. And you know, as I started doing YouTube, I started realizing you make huge sacrifices in that regard, especially to your personal life. You're meeting people, and as you meet them, you got to go to the next place. You got to record. You got to go, or even when you with them, you got to record. And it's kind of, I'm gonna mesh 5 and 6 together. I know I said 5, but 6 is just reminding me of 6. But yeah, you got to record while you meeting these people, and man, you know, you never taking a moment to drop your anchor and build on these relationships and really build on a community. You just going from place to place. So I already knew when I got into this YouTube game that I was going to get stuck in that trap. You wasn't going to see me 40 years old still going to Medellin for the 1500th time, or Rio de Janeiro for the 1500th time, at least not without a wife, or you know, doing something like I mean, some of these YouTubers they don't. I mean, you got to own a condominium or something like some type of. And I mean, each teach its own, but not have any roots. I'm basically saying. So I knew I wanted to put roots down somewhere, you know, as I grew and you know, as I continue to carry on. So as I think about those things, and I just think maybe it's time for me to start, you know, implementing those things and start to figure out where I want to go. Like I'm looking into properties and buying my first foreign property, God willing. And I want to get into that stuff. And I don't want, and like I said, time is at essence, and YouTube is just so time consuming, man. And I want to really focus on that stuff and possibly, you know, once that stuff is done, get to it. And like I said, just mix 5 or 6 together. And we probably gonna have 7 guys. I told you it was so much. That's why this video took so long, because I had so much stuff in my mind. And like I said about the, you know, not being able to just stop and take a moment. See, I'm the type of person, funny enough, believe it or not, I really don't like social media like that. Ask anybody who I grew up with. Like, I'm really a person that's like, I don't like exposing my personal life. And when I see how much I was doing that, that's when I fell back. That's why I made that announcement. You guys could kind of see the change in the how much I was exposing, especially when it comes to, you know, my personal life. I just left it on the travel and like show you guys new places, tell stories, and get as much information out as I could to you guys. But yeah, I've always been the type of person like I'll just go on a fast, like on a fast from social media for a couple weeks, or just not be very into it for a little while, because I've always been the type of person where I love living in the moment. And that's been probably one of the biggest things YouTube has taken away from me, living in the moment. Like I have not been able to. That's again, that's why I didn't record in those 4 trips I went to. I really wanted to just travel. It's such a big difference between traveling for YouTube and traveling for vacation. They are not the same at all. Don't think that. One is a job and one is an experience. They're 2 completely different things. And when you're traveling, guys, for YouTube, and especially me, guys, I put my heart in these videos, man. Like, if you really look at my videos, you probably can't find 5 or 6 videos where it was raining in one of my videos. And you might think, "El, check out, why in the heck do that matter?" Like, really think about it. You think all these places I've been to, it didn't rain? It rained, yeah, but I was so dedicated to getting you guys and showing you guys the best of these places. If it was raining, if it was something that was a big block, even some cloudy days, I said I'm not gonna record. I'm not gonna record because I can't show them the footage that I want to show them. I can't show them this place at its maximum capacity. Like, that was important to me. Like, I didn't want to show you because it was easy to go outside and just every time I turned that camera on, man, I was putting my best foot forward. It's times you're exhausted. Like, it's times I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm not even a party person like that. I'm really a homebody. But it's times where I'm exhausted. I'm just touching the city. I got 2, like in Cabo Verde, I got 4 more islands to hit. I can't sit this one out. I gotta go out and give you guys a nightlife video, because I'm not coming back to this island. I got another island to get to. But I want to show you guys nightlife. Anything, like, you guys know me. Anything I'm not able to find on that TV, I'm going to get it. If I put in Cabo Verde nightlife and I'm only getting 2, 3 results, I'm going to get it. So I put so much into this, man. It takes a lot of energy out of you. And it's gonna get to my last point. I know this video is super long. This is gonna get to my last point, guys. When you put so much into a thing and you getting so little back, guys, I don't care about the views. That's not, like I said, I already knew before I got on YouTube I was gonna work against the algorithm, because the algorithm is pushing a very specific type of content out to everybody. And the content I want to make is not that content. And it's not going to get the immediate rush of views. It's not going to get, it's not clickbaity, so people aren't jumping to press it. I said, look, if I could touch a few people, I'm cool with that. And it's appreciated, I'm cool with that. And I asked you guys 1 trillion times, man, I left under videos. Look, if you guys are enjoying the videos, please like, comment, subscribe, please. It's the only way this channel can survive. I think you guys may have thought like I was capping, like but I'm serious, guys. I'm not a YouTuber, bro. I'm not a YouTuber, so it's no need for me to do this. I have no, if anything, it's guys, about the money, it doesn't make sense. Like I wasn't making enough on YouTube for it to, like I said, like for it to make a difference for me. Other people who don't have, like, alternative like this, like YouTube is some people's primary, like basically any, like YouTube makes more money than anything else they can do. So they have to, or their best option is to do YouTube. YouTube makes me the least money out of everything I do. So it's per sacrifice on my end. And I was just asking for you guys to show some appreciation and let me know that you guys are enjoying the video, so I could keep going, so I could just stay on it, so I can know, what I'm doing is making a difference and people are enjoying it. I see some videos, 1,000 views, that's cool, I don't care. But 30 likes, come on guys. 1,000 people, I know more of you like it. It's just that you guys don't take the time to like it because it's not. You just think you're gonna get another video, and it's like, all right, I watched this one. Let's see what else you got. All right, I watched this one. Let's see what else you got. And it's not. It doesn't make sense for me to keep making videos if only 30 people liking it. That's at this point as much time, energy, resources, and self-sacrifice that's coming out of it. So, whew. Guys, that's it. Oh my goodness, guys, I gotta work tomorrow. So, look, guys, it's like I said, it's been a heck of a journey. Um, it's emotional thinking about it. We've been through so much. I've turned on that camera so much, and every time I turned that camera on, man, I knew that it was gonna be a fun time, and I knew we were gonna make some fun moments. I hope that you guys have really enjoyed the videos. I hope I made a difference in somebody's thinking mentality. When I said I'm not a YouTuber, man, besides the job and stuff, and me actually having a full time and this just being a side thing, I also meant that I'm not a YouTuber, man. I'm a storyteller. I'm a historian, a truth seeker. I'm just somebody who love culture. That's why I learned. I'm a language lover. Um, I'm somebody who truly just loves the diversity and the human aspect, that we can live so far from people, but we are just, at the end of the day, truly um, one race, just one race of people that have so much more in common than we have, that we don't have in common. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this ride. Um, I don't want to say goodbye, but I feel in my heart that this is it. I may come out with maybe some shorts just on the trips I just did. I have so much information, guys, in my from my experience in, like I said, Angola, Ethiopia, Aruba, mainly those in the cruises, the 3 cruises. So I may just put those up. But besides that, man, thank you so much again, everybody who's ever subscribed, ever watched the show videos. And we're gonna end it like that, man. One last time, guys. One last time for the people in the back. It's your boy L checking. Do it on YouTube. Not a YouTuber. L checking out. What's up, guys? If you like the shirt you see me wearing in this video or any of my other videos, check out the description box below to get yours.